foodies, it's Faye from faysfood.com, and today my mom and I are going to show you how to make shawarbet djaj, which is basically a Lebanese-style chicken noodle soup. So before you even start with this step, you want to place your chicken in a pot of cold water or a bowl of cold water, and you want to add a tablespoon of vinegar and a little bit of lemon. You let that sit for about an hour. And then after that, you drain it off and rinse off the chicken really well and clean it really well. Then you can go ahead to this step, which is you're just placing your chicken in a very large stock pot, and then you're filling it with cold water to about 3/4 of the way full. And we're using a whole chicken this time. We do typically use the chicken legs with the thighs attached. Either way will work. So I'm adding in some dried bay leaves. It's about 6 or 7, and then some cinnamon sticks, the dried cinnamon sticks, about 4 or 5, and then some cardamom pods. There has to be about maybe 11 to 15 in there. Yeah, as you can see, the amounts aren't really exact. This is how it is with mom's cooking, but as long as it's about roughly the same, you're good. Then you want to slice up the onion. Just one large onion. Typically we do use red onion. We don't have any on hand, so we just use some white onion. That's fine as well. You want to cook it on a high heat for about an hour. And you can see about halfway through, we do skim the scum on top. It doesn't have to be perfectly clean, but you want to get a lot of it out. Right, and after about an hour, you can go ahead and start the next step, which is the vermicelli noodles. So we have another pot, a very large pot. We're making a lot of soup here, should last us a few days. And we're going to use some Crisco as our fat. And we have this over a medium-high heat. You can also use vegetable oil or canola oil if you're in a pinch. And then you want to dump in your vermicelli noodles. We're using the whole bag in there. It's about 14 ounces. And then you're going to begin to gently give it a stir. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to break up the noodles. Really what we're trying to do is get everything, get the Crisco melted and then brown up the noodles. And again, this is over a medium-high to high heat. This doesn't take too long, so don't think that you can leave it. You really just want to keep an eye on this. Stir occasionally. You can see our noodles have gotten nice and golden brown. That's what you want. You do not want to burn them, and you don't want them pale. That's the color you want. And once you achieve that color, what you can do is turn it down to a very low setting, and then you can begin to pour in your stock. You want to get all the stock in there. You don't want to leave anything out. I absolutely love this stock because it's just so flavorful, and as you saw, it was so easy to make. The reason why it's so flavorful is we have a secret weapon, which we'll show you in a bit. When I tell you this hit the spot. I was going through what I thought was a cold. It turned out to be bronchitis, a self-diagnosed, but still bronchitis. And yeah, I just lost my voice. I was just not feeling it. So I requested my mom to make me some soup, as is normal, and this fixed me right up. Right, so once you get all the stock in there, you want to give it a little bit of a stir, and you have this over a medium-high to high heat still. And now we're going to add in our secret weapon used in Lebanese cooking, plenty, which is Vegeta. And again, we're not talking about the Dragon Ball Z character, as my brother would say. We are using this all-purpose seasoning, 3 heaping tablespoons worth. This is where all the flavor is at. I'm gonna give this a stir. And then from this point, all we're going to do is leave it on a medium to medium high heat and cook it for about 20 to 30 minutes. After that, you can go ahead and cut up a 1 bunch of a flat leaf parsley and add that in there. Off heat, I should add. And then what you want to do, again, our soup is basically done, so it is off heat. We've added in the parsley, and now we're going to shred the chicken. You can see this is the same chicken from our stock, and we do shred it a bit into thicker chunks. We're going to add that back into the soup and then give it a light stir. And essentially our soup is done at this point. When I tell you my mouth is drooling right now just editing this video, it is drooling. This is absolutely one of my favorite soups. Alright, so I'm just gonna, well, my mom is just gonna give it a stir, and then she's gonna pour it into this bowl for you guys. Serve you up some soup. You can see the parsley in there, the chicken, the vermicelli noodles all have combined into a bowl of absolute deliciousness. For the full recipe, go to faysfood.com. Like this video, comment below if you have any comments or questions. I do implore you guys to give this a try. You will not regret it. It will become one of your favorite soups. I am confident of that. So yeah, give this a try. And until next time, guys, you have a wonderful day.
Take it there, cause you know I need it. It really ain't fair, cause you know I mean it. You got all of me at just one time. Stay here with me, we'll be fine. And it take me forever to be